Should be going live here shortly. All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Ginger. We are jumping into some Road to the Show again today. It is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Let's just jump right into this. We have a 3-game set with the Pirates. We're going on the road, so let's see how we do here. As you can see, the Pirates lineup is hot. Ours is kind of hit and miss, so yeah, we got that. Should be a pretty solid series here, though. So here we go. Top of the first, 2 outs, nobody on, no score. I'm standing in batting .317 on the season. Paul Skeens is the man on the mound for the Pirates. He hits 98 on that 4-seamer, 91 on the cutter. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And he got me to go fishing after a slider well below the knees on the outer third. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from him. Got me out in front of a changeup there on my cold zone above the knees on the inner third. And I have myself a quick 0-2 hole in this at-bat. Next pitch from Skeens. Finally taking one outside the zone. Slider just off the plate away at the top of the zone. 1-2 the count. Next pitch from Skeens. There's one back up the middle into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. So the hit streak is alive and well here in the first game of the live stream. We'll take it. We come back bottom of the second. Pittsburgh is now up 2-1. And nobody out and nobody on for Mikey Romero. He's hitting a whopping .367 on the season, so he's having himself a time. It's got a 1-1 count with Mitch Keller on the mound, though. Wind up and the pitch to him is going to be a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw across the diamond in time. 1 away now in the home half of the second. Top of the third, we come back. It's still a 2-1 ball game. Pirates have the lead, and I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. I've got a runner on second and 2 away, so we get the dynamic challenge because of that man on second. And let's try to just drive in the run. That's the name of the game here. Paul Skeens, of course, still towing the rubber for Pittsburgh. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Inside with a cutter. We'll take it. 1-0 the count. Victor Scott on second. Yeah, he's a speedy SOB. So we'll see what we get with pitch number 2. No doubt dinger to right center field. Is that going to leave the yard? It's over the fence. That may have been a splashdown. Ooh, could I have possibly gotten one in the river here in Pittsburgh? That would be epic if I did. 18th home run of the season, 456 feet. Yeah, that's definitely out there a ways. Are we going to get the green line to see where that lands? Maybe? Maybe? No green line, but we do get a replay of it. Yeah, that bounced off the concourse behind the bleachers and over the wall outside of the stadium. So we'll take that. 5-3 the score when we come back top of the fifth. Runner on second, 2 away again. Paul Skeens still on the mound for Pittsburgh. And another perfect shot into center field. I am now 3-for-3 on the day against Paul Skeens. I almost said Randy Skeens. And yeah, it's now a 5-4 ball game after that RBI single. That's cool. They give me the green line on a line drive into center. What the heck? Come on, give me that on the home run game. Top of the seventh, we come back. It's a 6-4 ball game. I'm standing in, nobody out, nobody on. Fred Strickland now on the mound for Pittsburgh. He hits 95 on the 4-seamer, 93 on his 2-seamer. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Coming right after me. That was a strike above the knees on the inner third. Called a ball, though, so I have a 1-0 count. Lucky call from the home plate umpire. And we give it right back to him after a swing and a miss at a 4-seamer just off the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Ooh, changeup had me out in front. 1-2 the count. So that was a big fat whiff there. The 1-2 pitch. Well below the knees off the outside corner with a 4-seamer there. Easy take for a 2-2 count. Come on, big fella. Put one in the zone and not on the edge of it. That would be great. No dice there. Slider below the knees on the outer third. Got a piece of it and fouled it away. That keeps the at-bat alive at 2-2. The next 2-2 pitch. Low and away with a changeup. I have up myself a full count here. Alrighty. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat now from Strickland. And it's first base for free. We've got the home run, we've got the walk, but we don't have the strikeout for the Ginger special. Let's try to avoid that strikeout if we can. Bottom of the 8th, it's still a 6-4 ball game. Pittsburgh in the lead. Runner on second and 2 away for Robert Hassel III. He's 3 for 4 on the day with 3 singles and a run scored. And he's hitting .293 on the season now. He's got himself a 1-2 count with Drew Hackenberg on the mound out of the bullpen for St. Louis now. He's going to drill one down the third base line. We'll get a glove on that. Jump throw to first will be in time. And the 8th inning is now complete. We're heading to the 9th. Trailing the Pirates by a score of 6-4. Oh man, they're going to give me the shot at the Ginger special after all. Top of the 9th, 1 out, nobody on. John Duran is on the mound for the Pirates. He hits 102 on the 4-seamer, 97 on the splitter, only 86 on the 12-6 curve. First pitch of the at-bat from him, and got the swing and a miss with that 4-seamer on the inside corner. Just blew it right by me. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from him. Another 4-seamer I can't catch up to. It's an 0-2 count in a hurry here. He's showing me the gas, and I cannot catch up to it. And there's the strikeout as a 2-3 putout will complete that K. And the Ginger special is now complete. I managed to strike out in my last at-bat of the game. That's not going to help the team win, though. No, the Pirates take the win here in game number 1. 6-4 the final score there. But I'm not going to complain about my time at the plate there. 3 for 4 on the day with 2 singles and a homer. So that's not exactly bad at all. We're going to move on to game number 2, though, and you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. We're looking here, top of the first, Hunter Green on the mound for the Pirates. He hits 100 on the 4-seamer, 90 on his circle change and slider. There's no score, runner on first, 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat, and we foul off a 4-seamer on the outer third. Very tardy on the swing there. And we have an 0-1 count. Second pitch. Another late swing on a 4-seamer on the outer third, and it's fouled away for an 0-2 count. Come on, big fella. There's a slider outside, taken for ball 1. 1-2 the count for me now. We got to see if we can get some runs on the board in this one. A little more than the last one, perhaps. Another pitch, slider outside, taken for ball 2. We've worked it from 0-2 back to even at 2-2. Hunter Green is going to kick and deal here. And we can't catch up to the 4-seamer again. Fouled it off, keeps the at-bat alive at 2-2. The next 2-2 pitch from Green. There's one drilled out to right field. That's probably going to be off the wall. You betcha it is. High off the wall there. And I will hold up at second. We have runners on second and third with only 1 out here in the top of this first. And that's exactly what we need to do there. With 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. A sac fly will get the job done in this instance. We come back top of the third. It's a 5-1 lead for the Cardinals. I'm standing in 1 for 1 on the day. Hunter Green still on the mound. Nobody out, nobody on here this time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Got me to swing underneath a 4-seamer. 0-1 the count. At least my time is getting a little better on that 4-seamer, but man, he's still blowing it by me. And there's another one off the inside corner, swing and a miss. 0-2 the count in a hurry in this plate appearance. And he got me with 1 in the dirt. 2-3 putout is going to complete the strikeout again. And there's my second K for the series. Second K of the game. 400 Green as well. Top of the 5th, we come back. Cardinals leading this one by a score of 7-2. 1 out, nobody on. Carmen Mlodzinski is on the mound for the Pirates out of the bullpen already. He hits 98 on the 4-seamer, 90 on his circle change, 94 on the cutter. First pitch from him, inside just above the knees with a 4-seamer. 1-0 the count. And I'm leading the team with 69 hits this season. Giggity. 1-0 pitch. On the inside corner, we fight it to the second baseman who can't come up with it cleanly. We have an infield single, depending on what the scorer says there. Yep, it's a base hit. Infield single for me. That makes me a happy camper. We come back top of the 7th, still a 7-3 ball game. 2 outs, nobody on. Mlodzinski is still on the mound for the Pirates here. Let's see what I can do against him in this at-bat. Shatter a bat. as we pop one up into shallow right center field. Second baseman goes out into the grass to make the play there. That's going to send us to the 7th inning stretch here in Pittsburgh. Don't forget your Cracker Jack. And the Cardinals are going to win game number 2. Final score on this one, 7-3, even though the Pirates out hit us 10-9. We'll take it, though. That evens up the series at 1 game apiece. We're going to move on to game number 3 and see who can win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Hey, what's up, Jake? How you doing there, big fella? Happy Christmas Eve to you, big guy. You're just in time for game number 3 of this first series with the Pirates. It's a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals here in the top of the first. Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Pirates. He throws 95 on the four-seamer, 90 on his circle change, 96 on the sinker. First pitch from him is going to be outside, four-seamer taken for a ball. 1-0 the count. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. Second pitch now from Lodolo. It's on the outside corner, probably a little off it, and I send it out into right center field. That's going to get down and rattle up against the wall. Center fielder misplays it. We're going to hold up at second, though. Tomorrow, I don't know. It'll probably be in the afternoon there, Jake, just because, the whole kids opening presents and stuff in the morning. And then we're going to have to try to pretend to eat something that doesn't have a boatload of sugar in it. So, the usual Christmas stuff. We come back now, top of the third. Nick Lodolo still on the mound for the Pirates. Cardinals are up 2-1 now. I got a runner on first and one away, and a boss battle challenge here. Oh, yes, all the sugar, all the time. I think I'm just going to go with advancing the runner in this boss battle challenge. All right, let's see what I can do against Lodolo in this plate appearance. First pitch is off the outside corner with a four-seamer, 1-0 the count. My OPS is up to a 1029. It was sitting at 999 before this series, so intriguing. Second pitch now from Lodolo is inside. That makes for a 2-0 count. Come on, big guy, at least get it over the plate. Give me something to swing and miss at, would ya? 2-0 pitch on the way from Nick Lodolo. That's not it. Slurve off the outside corner at the knees. Really good spot for it, but didn't tempt me to swing, so we have a 3-0 pitch now. And I foul off what should have been ball 4. Four-seamer well above the zone, fouled away, 3-1 the count. Now he's going to come after me, I betcha, since I expanded the zone on the not great pitch. Ooh, gets the call with the four-seamer on the inside corner there, and it's a full count. Dang it, I knew this was going to happen too. Payoff pitch, lofted into center. Center fielder's going to be able to make the play there, so no advancing of the runner there. I fail on the boss battle challenge, but they can't all be base hits, right? Bottom of the third, we come back. Robert Hassel, the third, is at the plate for the Pirates. He's 1 for 1 on the day, 6 for 10 on the series. My goodness, dude, have yourself a series, would ya? He's got the bases empty and nobody out as he's standing in for the second time today against Gordon Graceffo. 0-1 pitch from him. It's going to be popped up. That should have been mine, but I'm going to cover the base like the game says it wants me to do. We'll let the shortstop field that one for out number 1 in the bottom of the third. Top of the sixth, we come back. We're tied at 2 runs apiece. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day. 1 out, nobody on. Nick Lodolo still on the mound for the Pirates. He's painting the corners when he hits the zone, and this one's no exception. Circle change just above the knees on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from him, below the knees with a sinker. We take that one for a ball, so it's a 1-1 count for me now. Next pitch of the at-bat. There's one at the knees when we send it to the second baseman. He picks that one up cleanly and throws to first. So, 2 away now in the top of the sixth. Oh, I love the blue skies in St. Louis, too. Unfortunately, we're in Pittsburgh. We've had good weather here. Oh, no. You're getting snow up there in Ottawa there, Jake? That sucks. Oh, ground ball with eyes on the first pitch of this at-bat gets me another single. So, top of the eighth, 5-2 score with Pittsburgh in the lead, and I'm standing on first with 2 away. Holy cow, 20 centimeters. That's quite a bit of snow, dude. I feel bad for your back having to shovel that. That's one thing I'm kind of glad being in Illinois. I don't have to worry about snow being too heavy too often. It's once every few years we get a snowfall of that much in one shot. Anyway, 2 for 4 day at the plate. Cardinals can't come up with a win in game number 3, so Pittsburgh takes 2 out of 3 when we come to town. We're going to head back to the clubhouse here. Oh, Jake. Yeah, at my age, my back is never good to go. I might be in decent shape for my age. I wouldn't say I'm in good shape because I definitely don't go to the gym. But, yeah, I dread shoveling every year. We're going to jump into our next series, though. 4-game set in Cincinnati. This is one you're probably going to like, Jake, just because I finally get to play in Cincinnati. St. Louis skipper is going to let me know how I'm doing here on the season so far. I'm tearing the cover off the ball in recent series, so that's kind of a perk. I wish there was a way to fast forward through this, but there really isn't. Batting average was .404 on the month of May. Good gravy. That's ridiculous even for me. 10 home runs on a season? Yeah, that's good. All right, they're happy with my performance. All right, get back out on the field and kick some butt there, bud. All right, thanks, Skip. Let's get back to playing baseball, shall we? All right, here we go. Heading to Cincinnati. They are the division leaders, and we are behind them. We were in second coming into this live stream, so we were 4.5 games back. We're probably at least 5.5 at this point after dropping 2 of 3. Let's see if my good luck in Cincinnati continues now that I'm playing for the Cardinals instead of the Diamondbacks. Top of the first, runner on first, 1 away. Marco Reyes on the mound for the Reds. He throws 95 on the four-seamer. And 91 on his cutter. That's all he's got that's quick. And he gets me with a changeup. Had me out in front there. Swing and a miss makes for an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat now from Reyes. Come on, big guy. Inside with the curveball. 1-1 the count after not even being tempted to swing at that one. 1-1 pitch on the way. Come on. And another changeup on the outer third. It's still out in front. I felt like I held back forever on that swing. 1-2 the count. Next pitch is a slider well off the plate away and just a little low. Counts back to even a 2-2 here. The 2-2 pitch from Reyes. Come on, big shoots. Give me something good to swing at. That's not it. Changeup low and away. Makes the count full. Andy Pajes standing in the on-deck circle for the Redbirds. I'm sure he'd love to get to the plate here. Oh, swing and a miss at the changeup below the knees. And that's a K next to my name here to start the series in Cincinnati. Oof. Top of the third, Redbirds are up 1-0. 2 outs and nobody on. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day. And Marco Reyes, of course, still on the mound. I get a dynamic challenge because the bases are empty. Let's see. What do we get here? I think we're going to go with the get on base after taking the first pitch. A little bit of rain starting to fall here in Cincy. We're taking all the way on pitch number 1. Good thing, too, because it's a four-seamer just a smidge high. I probably would have swung at that one if I were not taking all the way. 1-0 the count for me. Let's see if I can get on base, though. Second pitch of the at-bat. Drilled up the center, and it's down in the outfield. We got the single. So, yeah, it's in Cincy. So, you never know what's going to happen here. I'm either going to do really good or really bad. I have that feeling. We got the singles, though, so we'll take that. Moving on, bottom of the fourth, still a 1-0 lead for the Redbirds. Ezekiel Duran is standing in for the Reds here. He's 1 for 1 on the day, only hitting .253 on the season, though. He's got a 1-2 count against Drew Hackenberg with a runner on second and 2 away. Wind up and the pitch here from Hackenberg. Come on. There we go. Bunt down the third base line. We're going to get a glove on that. Throw to first. In time. That's going to retire the side. So 4 innings have come and gone in Cincinnati, and the Cardinals are still leading this one by a score of 1-0. That works for me so far. Top of the 6th, we come back. It's a 1-1 ball game. Nobody out and nobody on as I'm standing in for the 3rd time today against Marco Reyes. Let's see what he serves me up with pitch number 1. Four-seamer right down Broadway. Late swing, fouled away. 0-1 the count. I'm now up to 8 stolen bases on the season. That's intriguing. 0-1 pitch on the way. And a ground ball right to the second baseman. He's going to throw me out. You betcha. 1 away now in the top of the 6th. bottom half of the sixth. We're still tied at 1. Davis Schneider is at the plate for Cincinnati. Yeah. I'm sorry, I just saw the Schneider last name, and all I could think is Rob Schneider. Derpy, derpy, derp. 0-1 pitch to him is going to be a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Easy play at first for out number 1 in the bottom of the sixth. Top of the 8th. Carrot. 2-1 the score with Cincinnati in the lead now. Nobody out, nobody on. I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day. Robbie Williams is now on the mound for the Reds. Dang it, Jake. I'm trying to play games here, man. Williams hits 97 on the four-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat. As a sweeping curve out just off the outside corner got me to swing at it, foul it away. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat from Williams. Four-seamer inside, taken for a ball. That's 1-1 count now. Third pitch of the at-bat's going to be on its way here. The rain's starting to really come down. And we shatter my bat, pop one up to the first baseman. Even if he let it bounce, he would have been able to tag me out because I wouldn't have been past him by the time he got it. So that's the first out at the top of the 8th. And the Reds are going to take the win in game number 1. 3-1 the final score there. As Hackenberg takes his second loss on the season. Jose Alvarado getting his 17th save for the Reds. Good Lord, he's been a busy boy this season. We're going to move on to game number 2 of the series, though, and you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. We've got our away grades on with another overcast sky here in Cincinnati. Chase Petty is on the mound for the Reds. He hits 97 on the four-seamer, 96 on the two-seamer. That's all he's got that's quick. We've got a runner on first and 1 away. The first pitch of this at-bat is just off the outside corner. We have a 1-0 count to start this at-bat. Next pitch from Petty. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to swing at. That was it. Ground ball past the second baseman and into right field. And I have myself a single here in the top of the first. And wow, runner made it all the way to third on that one. That's a gutsy play, but worked out this time around. We come back bottom of the first. It's a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. Tristan Casas is at the plate for the Reds. He's got a runner on second and 1 away as he's standing in with a 17-game hitting streak. Jeez, dude, you're on fire, sir. Devin Katimer is on the mound for the Cardinals. 0-1 pitch from him. Oop, we got a pop-up. He's going to cover third for the attempted stolen base, but yeah, a pop-up there. You betcha, Jake. Have a good one, bud. Thanks for tuning in when you could. I appreciate it, man. Moving on, top of the third, Reds are up 2-1, and there's nobody out and nobody on. Same to you, Jake. I appreciate it, bud. Chase Petty is still on the mound for the Reds here. Let's see what I can do against him in this at-bat. First pitch is a slider just above the knees on the outside corner. Got a piece of that and fouled it away. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Low and inside with the slider. I was worried that was going to stay up a little higher than that, but works out this time. 1-1 the count. Next pitch. Hit me with the heater, and I can't catch up to the gas there. 1-2 the count after a swing and a miss. Pitch number 4. Oh, had me out in front of a slider. Nah, of course, he changed the speeds. Messed with my timing. 1-2 the count as I send that one foul down the left field line. Next pitch from Petty is way outside with the slider. That evens up the count at 2-2. So far, I've only swung at the pitches inside the zone. That's a pretty healthy achievement for me here. Next pitch is again above the zone with a four-seamer, and we have a full count. First payoff pitch of the at-bat from Petty. Outside, and it's first base for free. We'll take that. You're going to have to come into the zone a little bit here, bud. Just a little. 2-2 the score in the bottom of the fourth, and we come back to it. Cam Collier at the dish for the Reds. He's got a runner on first and second, and only 1 out as he's standing in 0 for 2 on the day. He's got himself a 1-2 count against Devin Katimer. Let's see what we can do to get that double play to end the inning. That's not going to be it. He drives one into left field. That's going to get down and roll all the way into the corner. Easily a 2-run double. as the relay to the plate is not going to be in time. It is now a 4-2 ball game as Cam Collier comes through to give the Reds the lead here in the fourth inning. Top of the fifth, we come back, still a 4-2 ball game. One out, nobody on. I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. 2-for-5 on the series so far. Chase Petty is still on the mound for the Reds, and I get the dynamic challenge because there's nobody on the bases. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Let's go for that double or better. We'll see what happens here. First pitch of the at-bat now from Petty. Inside with a four-seamer. He doesn't seem to want to pitch to me here. 1-0 the count for me to start this at-bat. Second pitch now. Had me out in front. That changeup was brutally slow. 1-1 the count for me as I foul that down the third base line. Third pitch of the at-bat. Gets me with the four-seamer in my cold zone. 1-2 the count for me now. The two-strike pitch from Petty. Low and inside with the four-seamer this time. 2-2 the count. Yeah, sign said Petty for Cy Young. Well, I don't know. He's doing pretty solid against me so far in this game. 2-2 pitch gets the swing and a miss. Four-seamer just off the inside corner, and there's a K next to my name. Moving on. It's the bottom of the fifth. It's still a 4-2 ball game. Runner on first and 2 away. Joaquin Alvarez is at the plate for the Reds. He's 0-for-1 on the day after being hit by a pitch earlier and scoring a run. Batting average only sitting at 139, so that's a very depressing number for him, I'm sure. 1-2 the count for him with Devin Katimer on the mound. The windup and the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to me. Not going to be a base hit for you, sir, as we throw him out at first with ease. And that ends the fifth inning. Still a 4-2 lead for the Reds as we are moving on here in Cincinnati. Top of the seventh, it's a 4-3 ball game now. Cardinals got on the board a little bit better. Jason Blanco is now on the mound for the Reds out of the bullpen. He hits 95 on the four-seamer, but that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Gets the call with a four-seamer on the outside corner just above the knees. I thought that was going to tail away, and it did not. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat. Got the swing and a miss on the four-seamer on the inside corner. It's a quick 0-2 count now. The two-strike pitch. Just outside with the four-seamer. 1-2 the count now. Come on, big fella. Hit me with that changeup, would you? Could you? Maybe? He did. Oh, no, that was a slider. Either way, I lined it to the first baseman who takes it to the bag himself. And definitely no chance of a base hit there. 2 away now in the top of the seventh. Top of the ninth, we come back, still a 4-3 ball game. I've got a runner on first and nobody out as I'm standing in 1-for-3 on the day. And Reds aren't going to even give me a chance on this one. They hand me the intentional walk to put runners on first and second. And the Cardinals make them pay. 5-4 the final score here as we come back in the top of the ninth to win. And so far, this 4-game series is tied at 1 game apiece. We'll take that. I only went 1-for-3 on the day and only 2-for-7 on the series so far. But what can you do but smile and wave as we move on to game number 3. While this one's loading in, I'm going to get myself a little bit of a drink here. Ooh, finally, non-cloudy skies. I like it. All right. Oh, let's get to this. Game number 3. Runners on first and second, nobody out. I'm standing in with a .330 batting average against Bailey Ober. I cannot see what his four-seamer hits, but it doesn't look to be very fast as the low end is in the 80s. First pitch from him. Low and inside with a 91-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 1-0 the count for me to start this game number 3. Next pitch, I send into right field. That might score the runner from second. They send him around third. Throw to the plate is up the first base line as it got away from the outfielder when he threw it in. And that's an RBI single for me. 1-0 the score here in the top of the first. Still nobody out. Top of the third, we come back. It's still that 1-0 ball game. I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day with Bailey Ober still on the mound. Bases are empty and 2 away, so I get the dynamic challenge. And, of course, we're going to go for that single or better. First pitch of this at-bat from Bailey Ober. Ooh, four-seamer at 93 at the top of the zone. Fouled away. 0-1 the count. Wow, my OPS is up to a 1028 on the season now. Another high heater. Swing and a miss makes for an 0-2 count. Next pitch. Got me reaching for the curveball, low and away. 3 pitches, 3 swings. Back to the dugout I go with a K next to my name in this one. Bottom of the 5th. Reds are up 4-1 now. There's 1 out, nobody on for Christian Encarnacion. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And 1 for 5 on the series, his lone hit being a home run. He's got himself an 0-2 count against Mitch Keller. Let's see what we can do here. Line down the left field line and into the outfield as a diving attempt is not going to bring that one in. Throw comes into second to hold him to just a long single there. And yeah, not the most productive fielding opportunity for me. Still bottom of the 5th, 4-1 still the score. Bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Lane Thomas at the dish for the Reds. He's 1 for 2 on the day, 2 for 4 on the series with a home run and 4 RBIs. Good gravy, dude. He's got himself an 0-2 count with Drew Hackenberg on the mound, though. Wind up and the pitch from Hackenberg. And it's lined into left. Caught by the left fielder, so I don't know why that's a fielding opportunity for me. Definitely nothing I could have done to impact that play. Well, we're moving on here. Top of the 6th. 1 out, nobody on. Still a 4-1 ball game. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day. 332 the batting average for me now. And, gosh, double or better. Why not? Let's do it. Bailey Ober still towing the rubber for the Reds. First pitch from him this time around is below the knees with a 4-seamer. 1-0 the count. And the Reds fans obviously not happy seeing me at the dish. I'm getting booed by the crowd. Oh man, why did I swing at that? Circle change inside, got a piece of it and fouled it away. If that was a slider, I might have been able to do something with it, but not going to do it with a change up there. 4-seamer just off the outside corner taken for ball 2, so we have a 2-1 count now. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat from Ober. Got the swing and a miss at the slider at the knees, and it's a 2-2 count now. I had good swing timing and everything, and they still wouldn't let me make contact. Come on, man. 4-seamer below the knees on the outside corner, taken for ball 3, and we have ourselves a full count. First payoff pitch on the way from Ober. It's up and in. First base for free. I should have taken that walk. Dang it. Dynamic challenge. I should have taken the bottom one. That was draw a walk. Top of the 8th. It's a 5-1 ball game now. Cincinnati in the lead. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day, this time against Jose Hernandez. He throws 98 on the 4-seamer, 96 on the 2-seamer. There's 2 outs and nobody on for me here, and the first pitch of this at-bat is on the inside corner, called a ball by the home plate umpire. 30,459 in attendance here at Cincinnati. Probably not happy with that call. Second pitch is a 4-seamer outside, and it's a 2-0 count. Not too often I've seen these to start an at-bat. Pitch number 3 in the zone. 4-seamer on the inner third, right at the top of my cold zone. Fouled it away for a 2-1 count. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat. Oh, check swing on the changeup inside. The game did that to me, and I now have a 2-2 count. Should have at least let me swing it. Come on, man. Another changeup had me out in front, but we managed to get a piece of this one and foul it away for a 2-2 pitch yet again here. Hernandez kicks and deals, and it's inside at just above the knees of the 4-seamer, and I have another full count here against the Reds pitcher. Payoff pitch now from Hernandez. It's first base for free as that 4-seamer was low. At bat started off not great, but we still get on base. I'll take it. Reds are going to take the win in game number 3 here, though. 5-1 the final score there. And we're going to move on to the 4th and final game of this series in Cincinnati. Let's see if we can do a little bit better in that one. Day game action. Finally, the sun is shining here in Cincy. It's nice to see some blue skies here. Rhett Lauder is on the mound for the Reds in this one. He gets 95 miles an hour on the 4-seamer. And that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat. Gripped and ripped out to deep right field. This could be a homer. No, it's a one-hopper off the track. And we're going to slide into second with a double to start our day in game number 4. We'll take that. First pitch hacking comes out pretty decent there. We come back top of the third. Reds are up 1-0. I get a dynamic challenge against Rhett Lauder now with a runner on first and 2 away. All right, let's see. Advance the runner. Yep, that's what we're doing because I don't do contact or power swings here. First pitch of the at-bat from Lauder. And we foul off a four-seamer just off the inside corner. Not a good pitch to swing at there. 0-1 the count. If that was a slider, it probably would have been gone. The 0-1 pitch. Got the swing and a miss with a changeup well below the knees on the inside corner. It's an 0-2 count. I actually had good swing timing there. That's weird. And we foul off a slider just off the outside corner, and it goes foul down the third baseline. 0-2 still the count after 3 pitches outside the zone. Another one outside the zone. We lofted into right field. Right fielder going over. He will make the play. Third inning is now heading to the bottom half after that play. And the Reds are leading this one by a score of 1-0. We come back top of the fifth. It's a 2-2 ball game. Runner on second, 1 away. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day. Rhett Lauder, of course, still on the mound for Cincinnati. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And it's a ground ball to first. That'll advance the runner to third as the first baseman takes it to the bag himself. It advances the runner, but that's the only bright spot in that at-bat. Top of the seventh, we come back. It's a 7-2 lead for Cincinnati as the Cardinals bullpen falls apart, just like in real life. I got runners on first and second, only 1 out as I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day. And, yeah, we definitely want to just drive in a run here. Connor Phillips is now on the mound for the Reds out of the bullpen. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 94 on the sinker. That's all he's got that's quick. That was not a off-speed pitch. Catcher makes the play on the warning track in front of the dugout. And that is a non-productive second out here in the top of the seventh. Top of the ninth, we come back. It's a 9-2 ball game. Reds are in the lead. They're probably going to win this one. I am the last chance for the Cardinals, standing in 1 for 4 on the day. I have a runner on first and 2 away. Let's see what I can do against Connor Phillips the second time around. Well, we're going to foul off a changeup on the outside corner just above the knees to start this at-bat. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from Phillips. Another changeup at the knees on the outside corner. Good spot, man. He is just painting the edge of the zone there. 0-2 the count for me. 2-strike pitch just inside with the four-seamer. Wow, that's a good pitch, man. 1-2 the count, though, as I somehow laid off that one. Next pitch is a four-seamer outside. That evens up the count at 2-2. Next pitch from Phillips. Come on, big guy. Inside at the knees with the four-seamer. It's a full count after going down 0-2. He's going to go back to that changeup here, isn't he? If he was smart, he would. Yep, changeup, but it was low and away. I get first base for free. We'll take the walk. That helps the on-base percentage a little bit. Reds still take the win here in game number 4, 9-2 the final score, as they're showing us exactly why they are the second or fourth best team in the majors right now. I think it was up to second, as they take 3 out of 4 when we come to town, and I only went 4 for 13 on the series. Oof. Let's head back to the clubhouse here and get into yet another series here on this live stream. While the PlayStation's loading that in, I'm going to get another drink. Oh, yeah, a little coffee does the body good. Ooh, we're heading back home to play the Cubs for the first time in the season. Very last day of May, and we are getting our first series with the North Siders here. And Cardinals are at dead even, 500 record, 29-29 so far in the first 2 months of the season. Cubs are 22-35, so we should be able to take 2 out of 3 here, assuming it's a 3-game series. I don't know. Bottom of the first, no score. 2 outs, nobody on. Luis Gil on the mound for the Cubs. He throws 99 on the four-seamer, 90 on his circle change, 98 on the two-seamer, 89 on the slider. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Oh, got me reaching for the slider off the plate away at the knees. And it's an 0-1 count. I've hit 2 home runs in my last 8 games. That's intriguing. Second pitch is a slider on the outside corner, grounded to the shortstop, who throws across easily to the retire of the side. So after 1 inning, we are still scoreless here in St. Louis. Let's move on. Bottom of the fourth, it's still a scoreless ball game. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day with the bases empty and nobody out. Wind up and the pitch from Gill to start this at-bat. And we pop up a four-seamer on the inner third. First baseman's going to make the play and foul ground, and it's a whole bunch of nothing going on in this first game against the Cubs. Bottom of the seventh, we are still scoreless here in St. Louis. Nobody out, nobody on. Luis Gil still on the mound for the Cubbies. First pitch of the at-bat from him this time around is inside with a two-seamer. 1-0 the count after watching that one go by. I'm riding an 8-game hit streak right now. Intriguing. Second pitch is a four-seamer inside. 2-0 the count. If I'm not careful, this might be my last at-bat to try to extend my hit streak. 2-0 pitch from Gill is a four-seamer. No, two-seamer in the top of the zone. That one's fouled away. 2-1 the count. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat is a bit high with that four-seamer. It's a 3-1 count now. Hate to say it, I might earn myself a walk here. 3-1 pitch on the way. And four-seamer on the inner third, got a piece of that and fouled it off. Tardy on the swing, not a shocker. 3-2 the count. So the payoff pitch from Gill here in the bottom of the seventh. What? They rang me up on that four-seamer? Yeah, nod to the umpire like, yeah, you're a prick, dude. Oh, I wonder what was in his Cracker Jack, because that surely was not a strike. Top of the eighth, we come back. Still scoreless. Andrew Monasterio is at the plate for the Cubs. He's 1 for 2 on the day, hitting .235 on the season. He's got himself a 1-2 count with the bases empty and nobody out against Griffin Jax. Wind up and the pitch here from Jax. Let's see if we can get a simple ground ball out. No, sir. Liner into left, gets down for a hit, so he's standing on first with nobody out here in the top of the eighth. Come on, bullpen, hold them, would ya? Nah, of course they can't. Julian Sanchez, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in on the live stream today. We come into this one. I'm the last chance for the Redbirds here. Cubs are up 1-0, 2 outs, nobody on. Genesis Cabrera on the mound for the Cubbies. He hits 98 on the four-seamer, 98 on the two-seamer, 90 on the circle change. And he's got a really slow curveball. And he gets me to swing and miss at the four-seamer above the zone there. It's an 0-1 count. This is my last chance to extend my hit streak to 9 games. Second pitch of the at-bat from Cabrera is outside with the four-seamer. 1-1 the count after watching that one go by. Come on, big fella. Put one in the zone for me, would you? Let me tie the ball game. Oh, four-seamer in my cold zone, taken for strike 2. Cardinals down to their final strike of the game. The 1-2 pitch got me to swing and miss at one in the dirt. 2-3 putout completes the strikeout, and the Cubs win game number 1 by a score of 1-0. I lose my hit streak. Cardinals lose the first game of the series. And yeah, that was a rough one. We're going to move on to game number 2, though, and you know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Alright, game number 2 starts off with a 1-0 lead for the Redbirds here. I've got a runner on second and nobody out as I'm standing in for the first time today against Ben Brown. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 92 on the cutter, 93 on the two-seamer, only 81 on the curveball. And wow, four-seamer way inside, really late swing, 0-1 the count after not making contact there. That was a really bad pitch to swing at. Next pitch, cutter on the outer third, went to the shortstop, but he can't come up with it cleanly. Is that going to be an error or a base hit? Let's see. Scorer decision says base hit. Infield single for me, so we're back on the hit horse now. Bottom of the second, it's still a 1-0 lead for the Redbirds. I got runners on second and third, 2 away. Ben Brown still on the mound for the Cubs. First pitch of this at-bat. Oh, that was a good one. Good swing timing and bad contact. Come on, game. Why do you do this to me? 0-1 the count after fouling that one away. Oh, curveball way outside. I realized way too late that was not one to swing at. 0-2 the count. The 2-strike pitch from Brown. Inside with a two-seamer. 1-2 the count. That was a much tougher pitch to take there. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat. And we foul off a curveball on the outside corner. Still a 1-2 count. Looking at the 5th pitch of the plate appearance now from Ben Brown. Come on, big fella. Give me something to drive. That's not it. Pitch in the dirt. Will require a 2 to 3 putout to complete the strikeout. And that's going to end the 2nd inning. I am doing almost nothing at the plate here in St. Louis so far. Top of the 4th, we come back. Cardinals still up 1-0. Nobody out and nobody on for Willie Castro. He's 0 for 1 on the day, hitting .251 on the season. Nick Frasso still towing the rubber for the Redbirds here. He's going to be throwing a 2-2 pitch. And that's not a fielding opportunity for me. That's a pop-up for the shortstop. I don't know why they think I'm going to field that one. He makes the play, though, for the first out here in the top of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th, we come back. It's a 2-1 ball game now with the Cardinals in the lead. Runners on first and second, 2 away. I'm standing in 1 for 2 on the day against Ben Brown. First pitch of this at-bat. Drilled out to deep right field. Right fielder running back towards the wall. This one's got a chance. It's gone. It lands in the second row of the bleachers there in right field. And that's a 3-run dinger for me. First home run in a little while here. I will take that. 19th homer on the season. 376-footer over the right field wall there. We will take that. Will we get the green line? We do. Hello, green line. Been a little while. How you doing? Okie dokie. We come back, bottom of the 6th. It's a 6-1 lead for the Cardinals now. I'm standing in 2 for 3 on the day. Caleb Killian now on the mound, out of the bullpen for the North Siders. He hits 94 on the sinker, 93 on the cutter, 97 on the four-seamer, only 79 on the curveball. And the first pitch is a cutter outside, taken for ball 1. 1-0 the count for me here. I do have a runner on first and nobody out as I'm standing in this time around. And I get hit with pitch number 2, so it's first base for free. I think that's another Ginger special because I struck out earlier. I got the home run. I just got the walk. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th, it's a 6-2 ball game. Cardinals still in the lead. 1 out and nobody on for me as I'm standing in for the 2nd time today against Caleb Killian. And I get a dynamic challenge because there's nobody on the bases. And, let's try to only swing at pitches inside the zone. Killian still throws 94 on the sinker, 93 on the cutter, 97 on the four-seamer. First pitch of the at-bat. It's a sinker at the knees on the inside third. Fouled it away for an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat from him. Ripped into left field. There's a base hit past the shortstop. And it's a 3-hit game for me. We'll take that. The old batting average is happy to see that, I'll tell you what. Redbirds are going to take the win here in game number 2. 6-2 the final score there. And we are tied at 1 game apiece. Let's move on to the 3rd and final game of this 3-game series. And see who can win the rubber match and come out of this one up 2-1. Here we go. Still wearing the City Connect jerseys here in St. Louis. Bottom of the 1st, it's a 1-1 ball game. 1 out, nobody on. Jordan Wicks on the mound for the Cubs. He hits 95 on the four-seamer, 94 on the two-seamer. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Well outside with the curveball. 1-0 the count. You know, you could float one of those in the zone, and I would love to do some damage with it, sir. 1-0 pitch. And the four-seamer inside. It's a 2-0 count. Come on, big guy. Make a mistake pitch against me. I'd love to show you what I can do. That's not exactly a mistake pitch. Four-seamer on the inner third. Got a piece of that and fouled it away as my swing was well behind the pitch. 2-1 the count for me now. Next pitch from Wicks is a four-seamer on the inner third. Sent out to right field. Right fielder's running back. He's going to make the play. 2 away now in the bottom of the 1st. We're still tied at 1. And we move on bottom of the 3rd. Still a 1-1 ball game. I'm standing in batting .331 on the season. 0 for 1 on the day so far against Jordan Wicks. I've got runners on first and second. Only 1 out. First pitch of the at-bat. Come on, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Yeah, it's a little foul down the left field line and out of play. 0-1 the count. Next pitch from Wicks. Got the swing and a miss on the curveball at 79 miles an hour on the outer third. 0-2 the count in a hurry here. Next pitch from Wicks. Got the swing and a miss on a slider below the knees on the inside corner. 3 pitches, 3 swings, and back to the dugout I go with a K next to my name. Bottom of the sixth, we come back. Cubs are up 3-1 now. Nobody out, nobody on. I'm standing in for the third time today against Jordan Wicks. So far, rocking the over today. First pitch of this at-bat is into right center field. That's going to get down for extra bases as that perfectly splits the gap. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. We're going for the triple, baby. This might be a mistake. We shall see. We are in safely with the first triple of the season and first one with the Cardinals, so we will take that. Maybe that'll get the old dugout fired up a little bit there, yeah. Not enough, though. Bottom of the eighth, Cubs are up 3-2. I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day with a triple and a run scored. There's one out and nobody on as I'm standing in against Colin Holderman. I get the dynamic challenge because there's nobody on, and we don't do contact or power swings, so we're drawing a walk. Well, we'll see what he throws me here. He does hit 100 on the sinker, 95 on the cutter, 86 on the sweeping curve. First pitch, got that sweeping curve right in there on the inner third, taken for strike one. 0-1 the count. Second pitch from Holderman. Come on, big fella. Way outside with a sweeping curve. That time, that evens up the count at 1-1. Third pitch of the at-bat. Come on, big fella. Reached out and touched the sweeping curve off the outside corner. Second baseman fields that one easily for out number 2 here in the bottom of the eighth. And the Cubs are going to take the win in game number 3. 3-2 the final score there. And Devin Katimer suffers his 4th loss on the season. That's a bummer. I went 1 for 4 on the day, 4 for 12 on the series. And yeah, we are now under 500 for the first time in a while here in this first full season with the Cardinals. Only good news is at least I got that first triple out of the way. But yeah, we're going to head back to the clubhouse here. Agents checking in. I wish there was a way to contact your agent, but there isn't. You have to wait for them to call you. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get through it. No, I am good. I signed a 9-year contract with the team for a reason, because I want to be on that team. All right. Let's move on to our next series here. A little 2-gamer with the Twins, but first, of course, we have to get a little training in here. The contact would probably be good. What else we got? What else we got? Durability, clutch, plate discipline. You know what? We'll do the plate discipline one in the Focus app. All right, quick little 2-game series with the Twins coming to town. We are 1 game under 500. The Twins are 5. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe we can get back into the win column a little bit here. Doesn't look good here. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, nobody on. Twins are up 4-0. Aaron Ashby on the mound for the Twins in this one. He hits 97 on his sinker, 90 on the circle change, 98 on the 4-seamer. First pitch of the at-bat from him. Oh, got the swing and a miss with the slider just off the outside corner. 0-1 the count. I was really late on that swing there. Second pitch of the at-bat. Yeah, circle change in the zone, got a piece of it and fouled it away. Good swing timing, bad contact, because that's just the way the game seems to operate lately. 0-2 pitch on the way from Ashby. Up and in with a slider. 1-2 the count. He has not thrown me a fastball yet. Everything has been off speed here so far. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, geez, 12-6 curve up and away. 2-2 the count. That thing rainbowed hard. The 2-2 pitch now from Ashby. Outside with a sinker. There's the first fastball he's thrown me. We have a full count to show for not swinging at that pitch, though. So a payoff pitch is now on the way. And we foul off a 12-6 curve that was off the inside corner. Man, one pitch has been in the zone and I still have a full count. That's a bummer. Second payoff pitch. Shatters my bat with a sinker on the inside corner. So we have a brand new bat here to take payoff pitch number 3 of this plate appearance. Swing and a miss at a slider below the knees. At least I worked a longer at-bat there, but I'm not too happy with the strikeout. So, rough start against the Twins here. We come back top of the second, still a 4-0 ball game. 2 outs and a runner on first for Jesus Cabrera. He's batting cleanup for the Twins, and he's already having his second plate appearance here in the second inning. He's got himself a 2-2 count, so we got 2s everywhere. Let's see what Mitch Keller's going to fire up here. Hopefully a simple ground ball out. We all know how the game likes bringing me in for plays that I can't do anything with. Oh, I went to run to the base, and the game had me go grab the ball. Whatever, we throw to first, and that retires the side. Twins still leading this one by a score of 4-0. Oof. We come back top of the third. It's a 4-2 ball game now, so the Redbirds are on the board. Andy Rodriguez is standing in here in the top of the third with a 1-2 count, and a man on first with nobody out. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a 2-run dinger in the first inning. He probably was a big factor in the scoreboard blowing up early. Mitch Keller kicks and deals here. Ground ball to me. We'll throw to second. Relay to first. In time to go 5-4-3 around the horn. And that's a double play that empties the bases and puts 2 outs on the board. How you doing, Ollie? Welcome to the live stream, man. I appreciate you tuning in. By the way, happy Christmas Eve. In case I haven't said that to anybody that's watching right now. Bottom of the third, 5-2 the score with the Twins in the lead. Aaron Ashby still on the mound. I have a runner on second and 2 away. First pitch from Ashby this time around. What was that? Get out of play. Get out of play. Horrible pitch, horrible swing, and it's a foul out to the left fielder. Oof. Whole lot of nothing good going on with the Twins here, as they are now up 9-2 in the bottom of the sixth. 2 outs, nobody on. Aaron Ashby still on the mound, throwing pitch number 69 of his outing. And we're tardy on a sinker on the outer third and foul that down the right field line. 0-1 the count for me. Second pitch now from Ashby. Check swing on a 12-6 curve that bounces off the plate. Went around too far, though. 0-2 the count. 2-strike pitch from Ashby. And the swing and a miss at the 12-6 curve below the knees on the inside corner. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Back to the dugout I go with 6 innings complete here in St. Louis. Twins are leading this one by a score of 9-2. Bottom of the 8th, it's a 9-4 ball game now. I'm standing in 0 for 3 on the day. Now against Phil Bickford. We've got a runner on first and 1 away, and Bickford throws 96 on his four-seamer, 90 on the circle change, 86 on the slider. First pitch from him. Late swing on the four-seamer in the top of the zone. It is fouled away for an 0-1 count. Second pitch of the at-bat here. A base hit would be really nice. We're not going to get it with that one. It gets away from the catcher, though. Runner is going to advance to second on the wild pitch. And I now have a runner on second with 1 away here with a 1-1 count. Third pitch of the at-bat now from Bickford. Come on, big fella. Base hit would probably drive in this run here. We're not going to get it with that four-seamer off the outside corner. 2-1 the count in front of 29,727 paid attendance here in St. Louis. Fourth pitch of the at-bat now from Bickford. Low and away. Yes. Hello, I'm Jake does make huge comments on every video. Circle change, low and away, gets me first base for free, so I guess the wild pitch to advance the runner doesn't do much as far as me standing at the dish. And yeah, Hello, I'm Jake did bop into the live stream earlier there, Ollie, so he got caught a little bit of it, but apparently he's a personal trainer, and yeah, he had another client come in, so he had to walk away to help them lift, so that's cool. Twins win game number 1 of this short 2-game series. We're going to move on to game number 2. You know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Game number 2's got some rain falling here at Busch Stadium, and I'm standing in the bottom of the first with a runner on second and 1 away. Twins are up 2-0, and Tyler McGill is on the mound. He throws 97 on his four-seamer. I didn't see the rest of them there. We foul off a four-seamer on the outer third for strike 1. Outside of that 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer, he does hit 90 on the circle change. Only 88 on the splitter. Those are his quickest pitches. Second pitch is a four-seamer off the outside corner, taken for ball 1. Let's see what pitch number 3 gets us here, as he's going to kick and deal. Swinging a miss on the slider, low and away. There's the old kryptonite. 1-2 the count. I was swinging at that like it was another four-seamer. The 1-2 pitch now from McGill. Whew, that gets away from the catcher again. Runner advances to third on the play. So, yeah, I've got a man on third with only one out. And a 2-2 count after that wild pitch from McGill. Oh, they're going to take the bat out of my hands now? The comments from Hello, I'm Jake are actually just going over my at-bats from every game in the series for the videos I post. And he even puts timestamps and everything in them, you know, basically analyzing my hitting. Another pitch from McGill. Four-seamer on the outside corner, fouled away. Still a 2-2 count. We're looking at pitch number 7 of the at-bat here. Come on, Tyler. Give me something good. That's not necessarily good. Four-seamer high over the outer third, fouled away. Still a 2-2 count. Looking at the 8th pitch of the at-bat from McGill. Inside with the four-seamer, finally taking ball 3. We have a full count now after 8 pitches. Yes, I read every single one of them, Ollie. Wow, there's a hole in the glove of the third baseman as that one gets into left field, and I have an RBI single. Yeah, I read every comment on all of my videos, including the live streams here. Well, at least as much of them as I can read when they pop up on the side of the screen for me. And I try to reply to as many of them as possible. Top of the second, we come back. Twins are up 2-1 here. Anthony Volpe at the dish for them. He was a Gold Glove winner in 2023, so that's cool. He's got a .288 batting average this time around in this season in 2030. Nobody out, nobody on. Tink Hence on the mound for the Redbirds. He's throwing an 0-1 pitch to Volpe. And a bunt down the third baseline. That's a good spot for it. Hence picks it up, throws to first, and gets the out. So a 1-3 putout on the attempted bunt. Bottom of the third, we come back. It's a 2-2 ball game. Runner on first and one away for me as I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. Tyler McGill still on the mound. I had a 9-pitch at-bat against him earlier. First pitch of this one, just off the outside corner with a four-seamer. 1-0 the count. I'm hitting .327 on the season, and that's 4th best in the National League. What the heck? Pitch inside there, and the runner successfully steals second. And now I have a man on second and a 2-0 count with only one out here. That's intriguing. All right, 2-0 pitch going to be on the way here from Tyler McGill. Let's see if I can put a ball in play into the outfield. Oh, swing and a miss. 12-6 curve at the knees on the inner third. 2-1 the count. Just a little bit out in front of that one. And then we watch a four-seamer above the knees on the outer third. 2-2 the count after going ahead 2-0 in this at-bat. Pitch number 5 from McGill. Come on, big fella. We foul off a four-seamer on the outer third there to keep the at-bat alive. Come on, bud. One good pitch is all I need. He's really peppering the edges of the zone so far. Four-seamer well outside there, taken for ball 3, and we have another full count against McGill. I usually have a lot of respect for the guy because, you know, he's a pretty solid pitcher, but 2 full counts now. And we get first base for free as that four-seamer is inside. We'll take it. That helps the old on-base percentage. Bottom of the fourth, Redbirds are up 6-2 now. Runner on third and one away as I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day with an RBI single and a walk on my line score. Herbert Lundy is now on the mound for the Twins out of the bullpen. He hits 96 on the four-seamer, 92 on his two-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch is a curveball way high over the outside corner. 1-0 the count. I'm currently hitting .333 with runners in scoring position this season, so let's see if we can keep that up. 1-0 pitch on the way from Lundy. And there's one drilled into deep center field. That's going to get caught by the center fielder near the warning track? No, it's gone. 2-run homer for me here in the bottom of the fourth to make it an 8-2 ball game. Dare I say it, I think the route is on here in St. Louis, as that is home run number 20 for me on the season. And that gives us quite the commanding lead here in the fourth inning. See ya, Ollie. You have a Merry Christmas as well, big fella. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it, man. Let's see if we get a green line replay here. No green line on that angle. Yep, we're not going to get it either. We'll take the home run, though. Let's take another drink while that replay finishes up. Ooh, bottom of the sixth. Looks like no drink for me. Runner on first, one away. Herbert Lundy still on the mound for the Twins. First pitch of the at-bat from him this time around. And that's another one drilled out to deep right field. Right fielder is going to have time to get to the ball, though. 2 away now in the bottom of the 6th, so I guess we can't have home runs every time around, huh? Top of the 9th, we come back. Cardinals leading 8-4. Nobody out, nobody on. Randall Cole at the dish for the Twins. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk on his line score. He's 2 for 5 on the series so far, though, so he's not doing bad. Griffin Jack's on the mound for the Cardinals, trying to close out the win here. 2-1 pitch from him to Cole. And it's ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw across the diamond in plenty of time. 1 away now in the top of the 9th. Cardinals are going to win game number 2. 8-4 the final score there as we split the 2-game series. 1 game apiece. And we'll take a 2 for 3 day at the plate and 2 for 6 on the series. Any old time. That works for me. We're going to head back to the clubhouse here. I think we'll do 1 more series here. And then I got to get back to doing the whole Christmas thing. So, yeah. Come on, PlayStation Loader in there. Is that? And here's the clubhouse. Yep, there it is. Ooh, we're playing the Cubs. Let's see. 4-game series at Wrigley Field. So, yeah, this will be a fun one to end the live stream on. Cubs, of course, still well under 500. We are also 1 game under 500. So hopefully we can go into this and take 3 out of 4 on the road at Wrigley Field. We shall see. Top of the 1st, no score, runner on 2nd, 1 away. I'm standing in hitting .331 on the season. Ben Brown on the mound for the Cubs. He tore me up in St. Louis, and I can't see the speed of his 4-seamer. Is that 96, I think? Also hits 92 on the cutter, 93 on the 2-seamer. First pitch of the at-bat is a curveball below the knees and just off the outside corner. 0-1 the count after a big swing and a miss there. Second pitch from Brown. And we pop up a cutter for the first baseman there, right at the first base bag. No chance of advancing the runner with that play. And that is out number 2 here in the top of the 1st. Top of the 8th, we come back. Cubs are up 8-0. Holy cow, they opened up a can on the scoreboard, didn't they? I've got a runner on first and nobody out as I'm standing in for the 2nd time today. I get a dynamic challenge because of the man on first, and advancing the runner, that's all I want to do here with Ben Brown on the mound still. He does throw 96 on that 4-seamer. Okay. First pitch of the at-bat this time around. And there's one drilled into deep left field. Left fielder running over. Is he going to bounce off the ivy? No, he makes the play up against the ivy there in left center field. It's just a long and loud fly out for me. Almost the shortest part of left field where I hit that, so not quite enough juice on that one to get it out. Top of the 6th, we come back, still an 8-0 lead for the Cubs. Runner on first and 1 away. I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day. Ben Brown still on the mound for the North Siders here. First pitch of the at-bat. We drilling out to right center field. Another floater. Lots of time for the outfielders to get out there to it. And the right fielder makes the play on the warning track. Another long and loud fly out for me here at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Top of the 8th, it's a 12-1 ball game, so at least the Cardinals aren't going to get shut out this time around. Tom Cosgrove is on the mound for the Cubs out of the bullpen. I got runners on first and second, nobody out. Cosgrove throws 95 on the 4-seamer, 93 on his 2-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him. Drilled into right center field. He ain't going to get to that one. That one's down for a hit. It rolls all the way to the ivy there. We will hold up at second and take the 2-run double here to make it a 12-3 ball game. Probably too little too late, but it does extend the old hit streak, so we'll take that. Bottom of the 8th, still a 12-3 ball game. Nobody out, nobody on for Matt Wallner. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 walks and 2 runs scored, hitting .254 on the season here for the Cubs. He's got himself a 2-2 count with the bases empty and nobody out. Robbie White is on the mound for the Cardinals here. And we get a little ground ball to third. Throw across. Easy play. 1 away here in the home half of the 8th. Cubs fans are happy with the outcome of that game as there's no chance for the Redbirds to come back from that. 12-3 the final score. And Ben Brown gets his 5th win on the season. Gordon Graceffo taking his 6th loss on the year. We're going to move on to game number 2, though. You know what that means. This is where I remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You can also like and comment on this video, as all of those things do help me out with the YouTube algorithm. All right, afternoon game here at Wrigley Field. Jordan Wicks on the mound for the Cubs here. I did good against him last time around. Looks like he throws 95 or 96 on his four-seamer, 94 on the two-seamer, and that's all he's got that's quick. First pitch from him drilled out to left field. That one's going to get down for extra bases as it finds its way off the ivy there. And we have an RBI double to make it a 1-0 lead for the Cardinals here in the top of the first. It's a good start to game number 2, if I do say so myself. We'll watch the replay while I take a drink here. My mouth's starting to get dry. All right, that works out just fine for me. Bottom of the second, it's a 3-1 lead for the Cardinals. Nobody out and nobody on for Adley Rutschman. He's hitting .240 on the season, and he's got himself a 1-1 count against Cardinals starter Nick Frasso. Wind up and the pitch here from Frasso. And it's a ground ball to me at third. We'll get a glove on that. Throw to first will be in time. One away now in the bottom of the second. Top of the third, we come back to it. It's a 3-1 ball game. Cardinals still in the lead. I'm standing in 1-for-1 on the day. Jordan Wicks still on the mound for the Cubs. First pitch of the at-bat from him. And there's one drilled out to right center field. This one's got some air underneath it. Right fielder running out towards the alley. He's going to make the play. Just a long and loud second out here in the top of the third for me. But they can't all be base hits, right? Top of the sixth, still a 3-1 ball game. Nobody out, nobody on. Jordan Wicks still on the mound. Only throwing pitch number 50 of his game to start this at-bat. And another one drilled deep to center field. Center fielder's going to be able to get to that one, though. You betcha. He makes the play near the Nike sign out there. And that is another long and loud fly out for out number 1 in the top of the sixth. Top of the eighth, we come back. We are all tied up at 3 runs apiece. I'm standing in 1-for-3 on the day. Luis Patino is on the mound for the Cubs, but they don't want nothing to do with me as they hand me the intentional walk to put runners on the corners with 2 outs. Works out for him as top of the 10th, we are back at it. Runners on the corners, still a 3-3 ball game. I'm standing in with those guys on the corners, nobody out. Colin Poche is now on the mound out of the bullpen for the Cubs. I get the dynamic challenge, and we are not going for the contact or power swing, so drive in all runners, probably not going to happen. Nope, another intentional walk from the Cubs skipper, and the bases are loaded with nobody out here in the top of the 10th. Cardinals take the win here in game number 2. That's a 5-3 victory after we put up a pair in the top of the 10th there. And we will take that any old time we can get it against our division rivals. We're going to move on to the third game of this 4-game series at Wrigley Field, though. See if we can get some sunshine. No, sir. It's raining here at Wrigley. Probably going to have a really low turnout for attendance because of that. Top of the first, no score. 2 outs, nobody on. I'm standing in with a .329 batting average today. I get the dynamic challenge because there's nobody on, and let's try to get on base after taking the first pitch. That sounds entertaining. Dylan Cease is on the mound for the Cubs here. He throws 98 on the four-seamer. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch of the at-bat. And we take the four-seamer on the inner third, near the top of the zone. 0-1 the count. Second pitch of the at-bat now from Cease. And we chop one foul down the third baseline, and it's a quick 0-2 count for me in this plate appearance. The 2-strike pitch from Cease. Just outside with the slider. 1-2 the count. Come on, big fella. Put one in the zone. Let me swing the bat again. That would be fun. Pitch number 4 of the at-bat. Below the knees with the four-seamer. Good pitch location, honestly. I wanted to swing at that at first. 2-2 the count for me, though, after watching that one go by. Next pitch, out in front of a circle change at 75 miles an hour. I don't even know how I made contact with that. I was so far out in front, but it does keep the at-bat alive with a 2-2 count. Next pitch, below the knees and just off the outside corner with a slider. I have myself a full count here in the top of the first. Brendan Rodgers is in the on-deck circle here. I'm sure he'd love to get a plate appearance. Payoff pitch on the way, and we foul off a knuckle curve on the outside corner. Those usually ring me up, so good pitch choice there, sir. Second payoff pitch now from Cease, and it's a high heater. First base for free, and we'll take the on-base percentage bump for that. We're back at the plate again. What is this? Top of the third, 2-0 the lead for the Cubs. Runner on third and one away. Dylan Cease still on the mound for the Cubbies. First pitch from him is inside with a slider. 1-0 the count to start this at-bat. Second pitch now from Cease. Come on, big fella. Oh, swinging a miss at a four-seamer up and in a little bit. 1-1 the count. I was very tardy on that swing to boot. The 1-1 pitch now from Cease. Another high heater on the inside corner. 1-2 the count as another tardy swing gets me strike number 2. Pitch number 4 from Cease. And we foul off a four-seamer in my cold zone just above the knees on the inside corner. 1-2 still the count here. I am not catching up to his heater at all. And a slider low and away. Gets the swing and a miss out of me. There's a K next to my name now as I strike out with that man in scoring position. Bottom of the fourth, we come back. It's a 2-2 ball game. Runner on first, nobody out for Adley Rutschman. He's 1 for 1 on the day, hitting .243 on the season, and he's got himself an 0-2 count with Drew Hackenberg on the mound for the Cardinals. Wind up and the pitch from Hackenberg. He's showing bunt. It's going to be a pop-up. We'll throw to first, even though the man was not on the bag. Come on, bud. Could have been a double play, but no, sir. Got to be on the bag to get that to happen with a pop-up bunt like that. Top of the fifth, we come back. Still a 2-2 ball game. 1 out and nobody on. I'm standing in 0 for 1 on the day against Dylan Cease for the third time today. First pitch of this at-bat. And he got the swing and a miss with a knuckle curve on the outer third just above the knees. 0-1 the count. Come on, big guy. Give me something better to swing at than that, would you? Oh, knuckle curve on the inside corner. Got another swing and a miss from me, and it's a quick 0-2 hole I've dug myself here. 0-2 pitch is a four-seamer off the inside corner at the knees. 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch from Dylan Cease. Come on, big fella. Got me to swing and miss at a four-seamer off the inside corner. Had me fooled with that pitch, and there's another strikeout next to my name on the line score. Bottom of the fifth, still tied at 2 runs apiece. Nobody out and nobody on for Brennan Davis. He's 1 for 1 on the day. 9 for 17 on the season, so he hasn't seen a whole lot of action, but he's doing pretty solid today so far. He's got a 1-2 count against Drew Hackenberg. Wind up and the pitch from the right-hander Hackenberg. And it's a ground ball to me at third. We'll scoop it up, throw to first, in time. 1 away here in the home half of the fifth. Top of the seventh, we come back. It's a 3-2 lead for the Cubs now. I've got runners on first and second with nobody out as I'm standing in 0 for 2 on the day and 2 for 9 on the series. And of course, I get the dynamic challenge because of the 2 runners on. And, yeah, let's try to only swing at pitches inside the zone and drive in the run. Probably not going to happen, but we do have Colin Holderman on the mound for the Cubs out of the bullpen now. He hits 100 on the sinker, 95 on the cutter, 86 on the sweeping curve. First pitch is that sweeping curve. It finds the hole in right center field. It's going to be an RBI double for me. And we'll hold up at second. Runner from first makes it all the way around to score to make it a 4-3 ball game now after that 2-run double. Redbirds are up by 1 now in the top of the seventh. Still nobody out with me standing on second. Bottom of the seventh now, we come back to it. Cardinals are up 7-3. Nobody out and nobody on for Miguel Geraldo. He's 0 for 2 on the day, but hitting .253 on the season. Let's see what he can do with a 1-1 pitch from Drew Hackenberg. As the Cardinals really woke up there in the top of the seventh, I'll take that. Hot shot to me at third. And it's a simple liner. Hot corner there. Living up to its name. I was going to say proving its name, but no, it's living up to the name. Top of the eighth, we come back to it. 7-4 is the score. Cardinals in the lead here at Wrigley Field. Caleb Killian is now on the mound for the Cubs, and I'm standing in 1 for 3 on the day, 3 for 10 on the series. And I get a dynamic challenge because we got a man on first and 1 away. We're going to go for advancing the runner here. Killian, of course, does throw 94 on the sinker, 93 on the cutter, 97 on the four-seamer, only 79 on the curveball. And the first pitch and lofted along the ground into right field, so a ground ball with eyes gets me yet another base hit. And we have runners on first and second now with only 1 out here in the top of the eighth. We'll take that. Top of the ninth, it's a 10-4 ball game now. Cardinals in the lead. Dowry Moreta is now on the mound for the Cubs out of the bullpen, trying to keep it, trying to end the game, really. He hits 98 on the four-seamer and two-seamer. Also hits 90 on a circle change, only 88 on the slider. First pitch from him is going to be low and inside with the four-seamer. I've got that runner on second and only one out as I'm standing in for the fifth time today. The 1-0 pitch from Moreta. Ooh, gets the call with a two-seamer on the outside corner. I thought that was going to tail a little further away than what it did. And I have a 1-1 count now. Next pitch. Inside with a slider. 2-1 the count. Come on, big fella. Give me something good to swing at here, would you? The 2-1 pitch from Moreta. Ooh, not a good one to swing at there. Four-seamer just off the inside corner and above the knees. Got the swing and a miss out of me as I was tardy on that one. 2-2 the count for me now. Next pitch. Just misses the corner there at the knees. Full count for me. Payoff pitch on the way from Dowry Moreta. It's high. Four-seamer not going to get the call up there, and I have first base for free yet again here. Cardinals take the win here, and this is what, game number 3? Yeah, I can talk. It's fine. 10-4 the final score there with the Redbirds taking the win in game number 3. We're going to move on to the fourth and final game of this series on the north side of Chicago. See if we can take 3 out of 4, or if we're going to split it 2-2. We shall see. Little day game action now. Sun finally shining in Chicago. And let's see what I can do here. I'm finally getting some at-bat boosts because of relationships with the guys on the team here. It's about time. I've really been missing that stuff. Top of the first, no score. Runner on second, one away. Cade Horton on the mound for the Cubs. He hits 98 on the four-seamer. That's all he's got that's quick. First pitch. Got the swing and a miss at a curveball below the knees. 0-1 the count for me. Second pitch now from Horton. Come on, big guy. Gets the call with a four-seamer at the knees on the outer third. 0-2 the count in a hurry. Watching the strikes and swinging at the balls. Not great. 0-2 pitches a curveball on the outside corner, lofted into deep left field. Left fielder's running back. He's out of room. That lands in the first row of the bleachers and bounces back into the field. So a 2-run dinger is how we're starting things here in game number 4. Home run number 21 on the season, 365-footer. And the friendly confines are still being friendly to me, apparently. We move on. Bottom of the second, Cardinals are up 2-0. Nobody out and nobody on for C.J. Abrams. He's batting cleanup today for the Cubs, but only has a .202 batting average. That is not great, good sir. He's got himself an 0-1 count against Devin Katimer. Let's see what we get here as Katimer kicks and deals. It's a line drive into left field. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, left fielder can't come up with it. It rolls all the way into the corner. Throw back into third. Cut off by the shortstop. And Abrams has himself a double here in the bottom of the second. Intriguing. Top of the third, we come back, still a 2-0 ball game. Cardinals are in the lead. I'm standing in 1-for-1 with that 2-run dinger earlier in the game. Cade Horton still on the mound for the Cubs here. I got a runner on second and 2 away, and we're going to go for just driving in the run. A base hit will get the job done, I think. Horton, of course, still throws 98 on his four-seamer. First pitch from him. Got the swing and a miss at a curveball low and away. 0-1 the count. One of these days I will learn to watch the first pitch of most at-bats unless they're really in the zone. Like that one there. Four-seamer right down Broadway. Got a piece of it and fouled it away, and it's an 0-2 count in a hurry here against Horton. It's coming right after me now. Check swing actually worked. Holy cow, curveball low and away, and my check swing actually worked there for a 1-2 count. Next pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. 2 to 3 put out will complete the strikeout. And that's going to retire the side here in the top of the third. Cardinals still leading this one, though, by a score of 2-0. Top of the fifth, we come back to it. Redbirds are up 5-3. 2 outs and nobody on. Cade Horton still on the mound for the Cubs in this one. First pitch of this at-bat from him. Right down Broadway with a four-seamer. Late swing, fouled away. 0-1 the count. Come on, big guy. Give me a curveball right there. That would be great. That's not a curveball, nor was it right there. Four-seamer inside, taken for ball one. 1-1 the count for me now. Next pitch, just fouled down the right field line. 1-2 the count. Bit tardy on that four-seamer down the center of the plate. The 1-2 pitch now from Horton. Very low with the four-seamer on the inside corner. 2-2 the count. Come on, big guy. In the zone with it if you could. What? How was that one a strike, but the check swing I did earlier wasn't one? I went further on the earlier one, but whatever. Check swing ends up being a strikeout for me. That's not great. Flashback to the first inning when I hit the home run. Yes, I know. Top of the 8th here, 5-4 is the score. Cardinals in the lead. Caleb Killian still on the mound, and we swing and miss at a four-seamer. And it's an 0-1 count to start this at-bat. Second pitch is a sinker below the knees on the outer third. 1-1 the count in front of 35,140 in attendance here at Wrigley Field. Third pitch of the at-bat is low and away with a sinker, and it's a 2-1 count. Would be 3-0 if I wouldn't have swung at that first four-seamer. Next pitch from Killian. Check swing on a curveball at the knees on the inside corner. Good swing timing in the game. Check swung me. Are you serious? Dude. 2-2 pitch on the way. And we lost one in the left field. That's going to get caught by the left fielder. No, it gets down in front of him. Okie dokie. We will take the base hit and we can get our hands on one, I suppose. What can you do? Smile away. 7-6 the score. Cardinals in the lead here. Bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and second. One away with Michael Chavez at the plate for the Cubs. He's 1 for 3 on the day. 3 for 15 on the series. And Griffin Jacks is on the mound for the Redbirds. He's throwing an 0-2 pitch to Chavez. Ground ball to me at third. This should be 2, 5, 4, and 3. We go around the horn for the double play that ends the game and gives the Cardinals a 3-1 edge in this 4-game series in Chicago. I will take that any old day of the week. Nothing like putting it to your division rivals, especially with a 2 for 4 day at the plate for me. 6 for 15 on the series. That's a solid series for me. I will take those anytime I can get a hold of them. But that's the end of yet another series here in this live stream, so we are going to call it a day here. For those of you that have been hanging out with me today, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the fun social media things. We will catch you tomorrow, probably in the late afternoon, early evening, for another live stream on Christmas Day of all days. So, yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow with yet another live stream. See ya.